everybody. I'm Steph.
I'm Michael.
And today we're checking out the Mandalorian adventures.
That's right. From Unexpected Games and Asmodee. This game plays 1 to 4 players and has a box playtime of 30 to 45 minutes. So, there are several companies that have scenario-based games that use the book as a map.
Yeah.
And I thought that this was like that. This is a little different from that. But there are indeed several scenarios to play and unlockable content. So anyone who has seen our playthroughs knows that this is checking all of our boxes because we love scenario-based games with things you set up, with a fold-out map in a book with buildable things, buildable characters, unlockable content. We love all that stuff.
I will say I've never seen the show, so
I have.
Really don't know the IP at all, but it still feels thematic.
It's so thematic. It really is. So this just goes to show you do not have to have played this game for it to be an enjoyable experience.
You mean seen the show?
Yeah, sorry. You don't have to have seen the show for take 2. Yes, that's correct. Scratch that, reverse it.
That's right.
Thanks to Asmodee for providing us this copy of Star Wars The Mandalorian Adventures, but they didn't give it to us in exchange for this video. They gave it just because they know we like to play all the games. And spoiler alert, they also gave us the Clan of 2 expansion, the first expansion for The Mandalorian Adventures, which we're going to play after we've played all of these scenarios.
So we're going to do an unboxing video. Check for that if you're interested in seeing what's in the box.
That's right. So, without further ado, let's get on to the game. So, what you're going to do is, actually, I should move these down. What you are going to do is you are going to follow what it says in the guide deck. Now, the guide deck says, stop, do not shuffle, look at, or reorganize these cards until instructed. When setting up your first game, flip this card, follow the instructions. There's a lot of cards in this deck. Nope, do not look at them. So, we're going to flip this card. It says, for your first game, play Mission 1. This serves as a good tutorial to follow the basic rules. Follow the setup instructions on pages 2 and 3 of the rule book. If playing this mission solo or more than 2 players, you're going to need to share characters or use what's called sandbox mode. I highly recommend. We played with 4 players. Steph and I played as Mandalorian, and James and Susan played as IG-11. It's perfectly doable. You can definitely do that. Then the next card says stop. After you complete your first game, win or lose, flip this card, follow the instructions. So that is indeed what we are going to do. Oh, behold, look, there is a scenario here which you can read like a comic book, Bounty on Arvala 7. And basically, this game box follows season 1 of The Mandalorian. So, ta-da! We have to capture the asset. We're going to start with the Mandalorian and IG-11. We're going to place them on the start space. That's the space with this little play icon. We're going to place both of us in that hex. We need to capture the asset. Anyone who has watched the show knows that this asset is sometimes called the child, which is also called Baby Yoda, and is also called by his actual name at some point. So
cute.
I will just leave it at that. So you'll also see that there is failure spot. There are some map rules, and there is a 6+ crisis area. So we will talk about all of those things. So it says capture an asset. If a character is in the asset space found on a triangle thread at the end of any player's turn. Here's the triangle threads over here. all of these threats have different backs on them. For this adventure, we need to take all of these tokens that match the mission number on the back. So oh, you don't even have the overhead on, Steph.
I do it. Go.
So poof, we've got these circular ones. We've got triangular ones. We've got hexagonal ones, and we have square ones. So anytime on the map that you see a question mark, you put them face down. Anytime you see not a question mark, you put them face up. Now, the hexagonal orange ones we're just going to put off into a stack over to the side, all shuffled up. So we've got this circular one, and as a question mark, we're putting it face down. Triangle, question mark goes face down. This, no question mark, face up. And we've put all of them onto the board. So shuffle the planning deck, and it's going to go over here to the side. Again, never shuffle the guide deck. Shuffle all the event cards. And all of these have icons on this side. Ignore the icons. Just keep doing this and don't really look at what's coming out, and put them like so. We've got a bunch of damage tokens over here. As you can see, they all have these little Mandalorian skulls on here. And that's going to be used to track damage. Find the 5 disrupt tokens with a white face. It's actually a gray face. Take 4 of them, place them randomly here. Take the 5th one and then all of the other ones and just shuffle them into a token stack. Anytime we need to add a disrupt, we will add it from this stack. You can modify the game's difficulty. You can play novice, standard, or veteran. Novice side will have an increased health value for all of the characters. Notice my health value of 8. If we are playing standard side, it's going to be a value of 6. If we are playing the veteran level, instead of a hand limit of 4, it'll be a hand limit of 3. We're going to play at the standard difficulty level. Every character has their own deck of cards. So we're going to shuffle up our deck and draw our starting hand of 4 cards. Actually, I won't shuffle mine up yet because I want to explain the things on them. So you will need your character card. You'll need your standee. These actually have little plastic standees, but to make it easy for y'all to see, we have laid them flat. We also have a double-sided reference card that tells everything that you need to know to follow along. So, testing. Yeah, there we go. Thanks for telling us our audio was out. Our microphone, OBS will cut our microphone out from time to time. So Hopefully you guys heard most of everything. Did you guys hear the difficulty levels? I'm fairly sure y'all heard that. Anyway, on your turn, you are going to do 2 actions by playing 2 skill cards. You cannot play both of your skill cards under the same action. So if I did this, I'm doing a strength 2 move action. I can move up to this many spaces. Looks like 2 spaces. If I move onto a space with an enemy or a face down threat, I have to immediately stop movement. If it's a face up, what do they call it if it's not a threat, Steph? If it is a face up feature, you do not have to stop. But if we turn this over and it's a threat, obviously I will always have to stop because now it is an enemy. So it's either an enemy or a feature here. So I cannot then play another card here for another 2 movement or 3 movement or whatever, because I've already done a move. I could do an attack, an intel, or a plan though. Whenever you play these cards, you will have a strength from 1 to 4. Additionally, some of these cards are even better if they're played to a particular column. For example, notice this strength 3 attack card. Notice it's got the little attack icon, which some of the cards do not have any icon. I can play this anywhere as a strength 3, but if I play it as an attack, it's worth 1 extra. So it'll be worth a 4 strength. So if I do this, I'm going to do a strength 3 attack, which is dealing that many damage to a threat within range 1. Range 1 is anything around your character. Range 0 is on your character's space. So if you can trace a path to something, you have range to it. For example, I could have range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 away. So line of sight rules are fairly simple, and I'll explain those momentarily. So now, this is counted as a strength 3 card, but as a strength 4 attack. So we've also got intel and plan. Intel is you're secretly going to look at a face down threat within a certain amount of range. So if I play a 4 here, let me play just a generic 4 here. I can look at this face down threat because it is range 4 away. I'll take a look at it. I'll put it down. I can tell everybody what it is, but I can't show everybody. And I might be lying. Why does that even matter? Oh, my favorite thing of all time. In future scenarios, when you unlock envelopes, you will also unlock the possibility for a hidden traitor. I love it. I absolutely love hidden traitor games, as most of you know. So, alternatively, instead of looking at a face-down threat, I can choose an enemy within this range and move it 1 space. For example, let's say I wanted to move one of these guys closer. I can do that. Finally, we have the plan action. Draw this many planning cards. These are the planning cards over here. Let's say I drew 4 cards because it's a strength 4. I can keep one of these, just putting it face up in front of me. The other 3, I'm going to choose one and put it face down on top. If I want to, I don't have to, but I can. The other cards just go into a discard pile. I can tell Steph what this is, but I can't show her what it is. Or I can just not do anything at all. Now, I would not keep this card. Why? It's a bad luck. I can't keep that at all. I will definitely want to discard that. So, let's talk a little bit about edge cases. If you enter a space with an enemy or a face-down threat, you must end your movement there. So if I have a movement of 4 and I go 1, 2, 3, I have to stop there with that enemy. If an enemy were in my space, let's say I'm starting my next turn, I can freely just walk out of that enemy space. But remember, if I walk to another enemy space or a face down token, that immediately stops my movement. I cannot then continue. After I turn this up, if it happens to be a feature, too bad, my movement is over. Anytime you go to where there's a face down token, you're going to turn it face up. So there are a few terrain features to deal with, but there's nothing very war gamey about this. Anytime you see a thick gray line, that is a wall, and you can't draw line of sight through a wall. You'd have to go around. These two spaces are not considered adjacent because, hey, there's a wall there. Anytime you see this red zone like this, that's a locked door. Hey, in this map, we can unlock that door if we get the 2 key components. Anytime you see dotted lines, you probably can't see it very well, but there's a little dotted line around this red area. It's not where this ladder is though, but everything else has a little red dotted line. That means this is an elevation change. They are not adjacent. Here's the catch. You can count range through elevation. So I could actually count from here to here as range 2. Let's say I was over here. That's 1 away. This is indeed 2 away. I don't have to go around this building. You can also attack and use effects through elevation. Like if I wanted to lob a grenade over or something, 1, 2 away. Some spaces are marked with a star. Sometimes they're different color star. Those are places where they're going to spawn reinforcements. Hey, behold, there's our reinforcements right there. Colors have no special effect unless it's specified. Like it might have a red and a blue star where you might put one reinforcement some turns and the other space other turns. So, there are 3 types of enemy tokens. These enemy tokens all have, let me get one that I'm specifically looking for, this one. All of these tokens have a class. This one happens to be a sharpshooter. If it had a polearm looking blade, it's a melee weapon. If it's a gun, it's a blaster. That icon just has no effect on its own. It is going to be referred to by cards. All tokens, all enemies do exactly 1 damage. This red one is the health of the enemy. That's how many damage points we have to inflict on the token in order to kill it. Some tokens will have little symbols over here on the side. For example, this symbol is sentry. Sentry will shoot at you, doing 1 point of damage if you end your movement within 1 range of it. Not if you pass through, but if you stop your movement within 1 or 0 range, you are going to take 1 point of damage. For example, if I had a movement 4 and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, he is going to fire at me. He will not. Let's say on the next turn I move 2. I'm going to go 1, 2. I did move within 1 of him, but I did not end within 1 of him. I will still take damage from this guy, though. If I don't move, I don't get shot again. I have to actually take a move and end my move. Now, it is possible I play a card down here on move and then not do the move. I can move up to 3 spaces with a 3 card. 0 is within 3. I can do that. But if I move 0, I don't get shot because I actually did not move. Some things are features and show a large icon. A lot of times you will find, I think it's a biobed. or some kind. It's a healing bed. Let me see if I can get the med pack. That's what it is, and that is going to heal you if you have taken a damage. So some of these cards have skill abilities on them. So if I use this, it says level 3. If I use this for intel, I can deal myself a damage to perform a free 3 strength action of my choice, even if you already performed it. These free actions do not count against your 2 actions per turn. So after I have done my 2 card actions and any free actions it lets me do, then, I should mention some of these cards let you do additional actions. So that is super awesome. But if you ever have to play a card to another spot, remember, if you played a card on move, you can't do another move. Some things let you take a 3rd action by playing a card. Some let you do a free action. Free action means no card. Anyway, after you've done your 2 actions, you're going to do the event step. That's enemy actions and setbacks you can encounter. You're going to look at these from left to right, and you will say, are there 5 or more points worth of cards and or tokens? For example, boom. Yes, there are 5 points worth of tokens here. We are going to get one of these event cards. So, reveal the event, do what it says. If there are fewer than 5 points, no problem. We just move on to the next row and go and go. We could have 0 events happen. We could have 4 events happen. Now, remember I said less than 5. I said 5. What happens if we are 6 or more? Anything more than 5. You are going to not only, first you're going to do a crisis. Notice this 6+. This says place a damage token here. When 3 tokens are here, remove them and spawn one of these reinforcements. So let's say this happened. I'm going to place a damage token here. And then I'm going to do the event as normal. If you do nothing to a column, you just leave everything there. If you have 5 or more, meaning you dealt with at least an event and maybe a crisis, you are going to clear the tokens and cards off of that line and then move on to the next and the next and the next. Resolve each of these if necessary, and then you are going to do your clean up stuff. Is it a cleanup step? Let me look. Can you look at steps of your turn? Oh yeah, the draw step. Thank you. Fill up your hand to 4 skill cards, or if you're playing in veteran mode, only 3 cards.
Not that good yet.
So now a lot of these cards are going to be the things that allow these guys to attack. Let's take a look at one of them. For example, this is a brawl card. All of the melee cards are going to move, tokens are going to move up to 2 spaces. And they are going to move towards the closest character that he can get to. You have to, let's say that there is, for example, let's say this one. One melee character is going to go 1 space. Whoa, and now we've lost it. So, one melee character is going to move 3 spaces. You have to choose at least one melee character that moves some amount. One blaster moves 2, one sharpshooter moves 1. You always want to move, you always must try to do something that will do something. However, there are sometimes cards that do nothing. For example, let's say If you have that, you don't have it up yet. Let's say that we do this card here, and it says one melee does move, one melee will attack. If there are no melee guys on the map, nothing happens. So sometimes some of these cards, nothing will happen. In that case, you must take a reinforcement and spawn it. So that's the event card rule. If there is something that has no effect on an event, then you must spawn a reinforcement. But it must do absolutely nothing at all. If it even changes the scenario, even a little bit, something happened.
Overhead should be there.
Okay, great.
I don't know.
Yeah, so something like this, all of the melee people move. It's a little blurry, but they can see it. All of the melee people move to 2 of them will fight at range 0. If anything moved, hey, something did happen on this. So, and in that case, you would not add a reinforcement. Something happened, even if they did not attack, because none were within range 0. All right. Let's see. That's all of the abilities that we know of at the moment. So if a deck ever runs out of cards, it's not like deck building rules. You're going to immediately shuffle the discard pile to create a new deck. If you can't draw any cards because there's none in your deck and there's none in your discard pile, just draw cards at the first available opportunity. The game will end when the mission objective is complete or we have failed. And regardless of what happens, you are going to look at the guide deck to determine what we are going to do next. Now, anything with hidden information on it, you can always talk about cards in your hand or cards that you have seen, but you cannot show them. When you look at a threat, you can talk, you cannot show. That should be all the rules. The manual is quite good. You guys know how particular I am about rules, and this one gets the Steph and Michael seal of approval as far as rules go. All right, Mando, you are first. Sorry for all the camera and microphone trouble you had.
Does that sometimes? I didn't click anything.
So we have hopefully y'all can forgive us. The streaming software we use will randomly cause our microphone to go out and our cameras to reset. And it's a known ongoing problem
for us.
No, for everybody, not just for us. During our action step, we can take a door control feature, which are found on the circle threats from your space, and place it here. When both of those are here, this door unlocks and we can get to things in here. Yes, that is where the asset is. And New York Raider fan says this is the way. The correct response is
this is the way.
That's right. See, she knows, and she's never seen the show.
So when I attack, I can do from one space away, but I can't attack an upside down thing, so it's not.
Yeah, here, always do what it says.
Yeah.
Deal X damage, deal number sign damage to a threat within range 1.
Yeah.
Of course, where are our sentries? We have a sentry on the rooftop. Actually, that's really thematic. That was accidental. When we played this yesterday, our sentry was here. One of them was here. So it's cool that they're actually on the rooftops because that is quite thematic.
I'm going to do this.
You're going to do Beskar Armor. When you plan, instead of performing a plan 1, search the planning deck and discard pile for a defend card. Take it and shuffle the deck. That's great. I will
defend card.
Give you a defend card. There's you. A defend card is right on top, actually. You would have had it anyway.
And then what am I doing?
That's one action.
I know. I just
The game flow is elegant. It's smooth.
I'm gonna move one.
You're gonna move one whole space. So no, that's not legal. You are being super cautious. I don't even know you. So we check each of these columns. 3, 3, 1, 2. We're good. We don't have to worry
I
about it.
leave you to disrupt the piece. I draw 4 up to 4.
Query. Why are you moving so slow? Statement. Move it. All right. I like that, but I can't get there. Dang it.
Can't get that from here.
Can't get that from here. I am going to go 2 spaces. 2. I am then going to deal 2 damage to a threat within range 1.
Nice.
Oh,
Hey.
did it. He is now gone into a into a discard threat pile.
And you hit 5.
Behold, I hit 5.
That's about the best you can do.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes it's good to just like overkill this to like 8.
Yeah, but 5 is
I did not.
Otherwise the best case.
So if you ever run out of these disrupt tokens, shuffle up all of the yellow and white ones, and they'll all be available. So for now, just put them in a discard pile.
Yeah.
These will go to each player's personal discard pile. So to the discard pile, we draw this, and it says deal damage to any character. Now, it's really difficult to heal. So, do you want to defend, or?
Sure.
I mean, you might as well defend it, right?
I'm gonna get hit by a sentry in a minute, but that's fine.
Why are you gonna get hit by a sentry?
No reason.
Because you're going there?
Maybe.
You can't even get there.
Don't worry.
So, like, you need to just move yourself under
Got reasons for things.
So, thermal detonator happened. 5. Hit it.
Yeah.
We hit it exactly.
Yeah,
Put that on my discard, and the nearest enemy moves 1 space toward you. When it says you, that means you, meaning me. Then, if it is in your space, it attacks you. Ha ha, it's not. 1, 2, oh, I didn't mention when I talked about the dang terrain. Any of this red is inaccessible. You cannot do range through inaccessible, I don't think.
No, but he can move this way.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying for 1, 2, 3 versus 1, 2 versus 1, 2, 3. So please hold. Terrain. Oh yeah, forbidden area. You cannot enter them. You cannot count range through them. We now have a choice. That's 3 and 3. I can now choose. So you would like this?
No.
No?
So this one.
You don't want that?
To go to you.
That's me.
Okay, if you want to do that,
That's what I'm asking you. I don't know where you're going. If you were trying to go here, this would easily enable it, but I'm not playing your game for you. I
wasn't going there.
Asking, well, to be fair, that's where we're going.
I know, but I wasn't going there. So.
These are what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the things that hold the keys.
Yeah, but reasons.
I mean, no matter what your cards are, I know your cards can be used to move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do.
I will do this. Sure.
You got reasons.
Oh, well, so, dang. 1, 2, 3. He's also 3. He would go down this way. That's sort of towards me, but not really. I need to intel him off that roof because he is
Annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, putting him here does not help my situation because I can't turn this up without going here. So it doesn't help my situation. You know what?
What?
I'm going to do this.
Cool.
I have to. You don't have to go up there. Do whatever you want, but that's what I have to do.
Okay.
I've now opened things up for you regardless. 1 and 2. 1, 2, nothing. That's the end of my turn.
I guess I'll go.
Jovia says sounds like Steph is the traitor.
No. I have
1,
other
2,
plans.
3. Reveal. It is one of the door things. Yay! Steph did do it.
No, I had other plans.
Well, I cannot help that. Now you're going to attack. Deal 4 damage to a threat within range 1. So that's your turn.
That's it.
3, 4, 1, 2. Done. Mm-hmm.
I had to do all the hard work.
No.
This is gonna be the other key. I'll just run in and find the baby. The package.
This is going to be fun. Calculated risk. Deal yourself 1 damage to perform a free 3 strength action of your choice, even if you've already performed it. Now, I believe in what order do I do this? Skill abilities. In addition to, if it doesn't say when to use it, you can use it before or after the ability, meaning I can do this and then intel, or I can do intel and then this. So I am going to first look at one within range 3. Yes. I'm going to look at one within range 3. It's going to be this one. Don't go this way. That was good. I'm going to deal myself 1 damage. Ow. I am then going to do a free strength 3 action. That is moving 2. Then I'm going to do the most IG-88 action ever made. I am going to shoot 2 different directions with dual blasters. When performing this action, split the damage as I choose between 2 threats at range 1. Pachow!
It's a little extreme.
I mean, he's not there anymore. 3, 8.
Oops.
8 is this. 8 is most definitely that. And this. Flip the nearest face-down threat face up, not through locked doors. No. He's the closest. He's a 5. He's a 5 melee.
Not great.
4, 2. Draw up. I love this game. It's so good. Now, keep in mind, we could have played these anywhere. They're just better when you play them where they're supposed to be.
I guess I'll do this.
How about this? That's tracking fob. Move Intel 4 and move 1 space, ignoring enemy abilities, including Sentry.
I'm gonna look at this.
That's an Intel 4.
It's not. We don't like it.
We don't like it. That's good to know.
I will go here.
1 space.
Hopes I don't die.
Well, you won't die, especially if you shoot that dude. You have a little baby one.
Maybe I was gonna go there in hopes.
You can do a little bit. If you move there, he will shoot you.
Yeah, but
You said
you
you said you hope
and
you said you hope he won't shoot you.
yeah.
I think you should. I can't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't get there. So I think if you can, you should just do a little pow pow. Yeah, you did it. Good job.
Get
That protects you.
Mm,
Does it? No, stop. Can't do that. 3, 1,
8.
8. 8 is a big number.
Nah.
That's mine. That's yours. We do this. We do this. Pin down. Reinforcement, your space.
Boo.
One guy with a blaster, range 2. If he is not, he definitely is. So, pew! He is not, but he is. So, range 2, 1 damage.
No.
Ow. Hey, you have someone else to hit.
Don't want him.
Nothing. 2. Oh, that was what we were on. And then I need to get rid of this dude. Let me add.
This little baby, it's fine.
He's a little baby. I'm going to do this for 2. I draw 2. I look at both. Oh, that's great. I'm going to keep retaliate. I am going to, I'm going to discard this strategize instead of putting it on top. That was 1 action at strength 2. And then, oh, sorry, I would have done this since, no, I can't now. Shoot. Because I did that at strength 2. I can't do it. I looked at him. We didn't look at this, or this.
This is bad.
That's right. You looked at that. You're about to find that.
Yep.
I should probably just intel this thing. I'm going to look at this. That's where we're going.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh.
All right. So.
Change of plans.
3, 1, 4, 3. Done.
Mm-hmm. Good plan. 4.
That looks like a move.
I can move away
You
from the.
can move away. 4. He shoots you in the face.
Yeah. And I got this really cool attack.
Flamethrower. Deal 2 damage to an enemy in your space in addition to performing this action. Remember, this is within range 1. So, this in space, this next to space.
That's what I did.
Seems sort of extreme, but I like it.
I opened a way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
You've got autofocus on, Steph.
Because everything reset
And
itself.
I know everything reset. And is that 2
And
actions?
reset it,
And then
and
it
you
all
rewind it.
reset it again.
It's not even on autofocus.
Well, it's for some reason it's wanting to.
Oh my god, it's so bad. You go.
I can't. You only took 1 action.
I did 2 things.
Oh, you.
I moved and
flamethrower.
fought everybody.
7. And guess what? These are both yours. We now have 3 tokens. Spawn. A reinforcement. I'm going to put him up here because it doesn't have to be nearest. It just has to be. It says the space with the fewest enemies. Well, this qualifies. So that is 2 strength. Oh no, he's got the icon, the sentry icon. 3, 4, 3. Done. Did you draw up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can't do that anyway. Well, that's great.
Great.
You are not there. I'm going to deal myself some more damage, I think.
Yeah. Sounds fun.
It's not far enough. I am going to yeah, it's not plan A, but it's what's going to happen. I am going to Intel 3. First, I'm going to deal myself a damage to perform a free 3 strength action of my choice. That's going to be to move to here.
Wow. Then you could.
He shoots me in the butt. Yep.
Probably fine.
Yep. And then I am going to Intel somebody.
You can't do it through the door.
Number one, I can't do it through the door. Number two, I was just going to move him towards me. I don't have to move him towards me. I can move somebody away.
Yeah.
I'm going to move him away. Not that it matters a great deal. The only reason I'm moving him away is because I'm just going to blow this dude up next to me. Or I could run down there and get it. Can you get in there next turn?
I don't know which one it is, but I can.
So that was a free action, even if I already performed it. So if I do the move, I just got to sneak down there and get it. So what do you think? Blow this dude up or get that?
Just get it.
Just get it?
Yeah.
I'm going to just get it. I go down here.
Yay!
I'm not hurt.
Click.
Actually, instead of that intel, then I would have moved him up here.
Sure.
So that way nobody cares. Actually, I could have moved him and did my 3 strength action that way and not gotten shot.
Okay.
If I was going to move him anyway.
Sure.
Because I knew what was down here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I should have done it that way.
Okay.
All right.
Something triggers.
Oh yeah, I also have this retaliate. 3, 3, 7, 3. So I get both of these in my discard. This triggers here, which we don't care about. I don't think we're going to get to the end there. 2 blaster guys moving 1. 1, 1. 2 of them are shooting at range 2. You.
Double hit.
That's not good at all.
That's not great.
It's 4 out of 6. That is
not good yet.
That's one of the worst that could have come up.
Yeah.
However, the door is open.
So I can intel this or no?
Yes, the door is open. You can intel it and then move.
Yeah.
If you've got enough.
Yeah.
You'll need a 3, which you have a 3.
I'm intelling this.
Yes.
This is the package.
That's the asset.
And then
Solo shot first.
gotta move.
Gotta move with this 3. Okay, the question is, so it's at the end of any player's turn.
I just need to survive.
Yeah, you need to survive.
Hopefully
so you went there. Hopefully you do.
But we'll see. It's
We will see.
a Leroy moment here.
So, drum roll. We do get one here, which doesn't matter. The one thing that does matter is what gets activated here. It's a melee who is way over here. All the melee guys move 2. 1, 2. He's the only one. 2 of them hit at range 0. He is not there.
I got lucky.
Boom. There it is. That's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll fix it between streams. That is it. We have the asset. End of player's turn. So this is as basic as it gets. It only gets better from here because I will say, no, stop. Win or lose, flip this card. Congratulations on completing your game. Slight spoilers if you don't want to hear, cut the video now or fast forward near the end. Add the following 13 cards of the guide deck to your game. There are 2 rules cards, 8 skill cards, and 3 event cards, which will go into each of these player decks. Because this guy's deck is different from this guy's deck is different from this girl's deck, which is, or a guy, whatever, that's a girl, which is different from this girl's deck, which is different from this guy's deck. Look at all the characters. IG-88, Boba, Mando, or IG-11, sorry. Boba, Mando, all of these characters, Kara, I can't remember their names. It's been a minute since I saw Mandalorian because I saw it right when it came out. It's fantastic. Very thematic. Highly recommend. It's not Salacious Crumb. That is the little guy that sits on Jabba's shoulder and goes,
Like you.
Yeah, it does. That's Salacious. I know Salacious Crumb.
That's funny. Cool. I think it's
Yes.
pretty cool. I thought it was kind of easy, though I did almost die, so who knows?
I mean, you did almost die.
I didn't even have to shuffle our deck. We finished it much faster than yesterday. So maybe playing once.
Gave us some info.
Yeah.
Gave us some skill that we need.
Though to be fair, we have to go to this side of the board, really.
Well, we made good use of our intel, is the thing.
We did.
So,
Learning.
I can't say we played it wrong.
No.
We played it right.
Yeah, exactly.
And so,
Just fair.
I mean, it's usually one more life than you have, right? All right, Leroy.
Yeah.
That is Mandalorian Adventures. If you are a Mando fan, as I am, and like you soon will be.
I should watch it. It seems really fun. I'm excited to see what happens in the next scenarios and how we're gonna die.
This will be, I predict, our next campaign game that we play for fun. Yes, sometimes we do get to play games for fun. It's not often.
What?
But once we finish Tales of the Red Dragon Inn, that I think will be our new campaign game. So be sure to check out Star Wars The Mandalorian Adventures from Unexpected Games and Asmodee.
And the expansion that just came out.
Ooh, yep. As I mentioned before,
Your time playing.
Clan of Two, which has, I'm not sure that was Boba because this looks like Boba. And we have Ahsoka Tano.
Ah.
If you know Ahsoka, she's the one with the little white ears and the thing going down that way, the Jedi. Yeah.
Cool.
Looking forward to playing this expansion, which this is inspired by season 2 of The Mandalorian.
That in the base game there are 13 scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure how many the expansion offers, but
this has 4 characters with 4 story missions on brand new maps and 4 mercenary missions. So
it sounds like 8.
It's a half-size expansion. 8 more.
That's super cool.
I mean, that's good value.
So we'll do an unboxing video if you want to see what's in there. And we're not gonna do like spoilers on what cards or anything, but just
Because
show you
we
what
don't
you
want to
can
be
see.
spoilered either.
Yeah, 'cause
So
play it. So very cool, and definitely worth checking out if you like cooperative adventure games.
yeah, for sure. So be sure to check that out.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed this teach and playthrough and you want to see more just like it, come find us on YouTube. Search for Board Gamer Steph, where you can browse our more than 1,700 videos.
Yes.
Or even better, you can join us live and interact with us on twitch.tv/BoardGamerSteph. We stream every Wednesday and Sunday night at 5 p.m. Central, and we stream 3 games or more every single stream. So come join us on Twitch, where we play all the games.
And for those on Twitch, we'll be right back.